Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Magic Farm Let's Play series. Silent Knight here, and today we'll be starting on our long road and journey to head towards maybe be able to sort of mine iron. So, as much as fun as that is, let's get started. So we're first going to go ahead and start making the basic mine fantasy standard thingamabobs that we actually have to make. I did go mine, so we do have more materials and ore ready to go. So we're going to throw those all in there and get those going. First, we need to make the wonderful thing called a bloom. So let's go ahead and make that. We're going to need some cobblestone and some copper ingots. I'm going to start off with making a block of copper off of your 3x3 copper. Then we want to make a block called the cobblestone bricks, which is just a 2x2 of cobblestone. We'll need all 4 of those. Then we want to make 2 ferni, and then we want to place, you want the pattern like this: 4 cobblestone bricks, 2 ferni, and then the block of copper in the middle, and this will form you your bloom. So we'll go ahead and grab that bloom out of there and go place this down. Now, warning. Oh, yes, I started a new little feature called a notice board. Fun facts. All the little things that I do and don't actually say on stream or on live while recording, I will write down a notice board. And after every episode, or at the start of every episode, we'll come to the notice board and we'll see what's new. So on the first order of agenda, I actually made a door. How cool is that? The other thing that I forgot to quickly put up here is I did go hunt us down some sugarcane and some cows. So we are ready to perform on. So we hunted some cows down, got some sugarcane planted. I also killed some witches because they decided to ambush me while I was out hunting for cows. Chopped them down to size. As you can see, the 2 glass bottles I acquired from killing them. So that's fun. So yeah, little notice board. I thought you guys might find that pretty interesting. So at the start of every episode, we'll come and check the notice board, and just so you guys are completely up to date on what's going on. Alright, back to the bloom. So this here is called a bloom. This is what you're going to use to combine metals and cook metals and all that fun jazz. So we're going to want to take this bloom and place it down. Now, warning. As of the current version of this pack, if you place the bloom under any object that is not a chimney, it will cause your game to crash, error out, and you will lose the world. So be very careful upon placing this bloom that you don't place it under, say, a torch. Those who actually watch my stream, you'll know that I had quite a very persistent habit, let's say, of obsessively putting these under torches and ruining probably about 4 worlds in the process before I finally learned my lesson. So let's go ahead and place that bloom down. Now the first thing we want to make with the bloom, I'll grab some charcoal and throw it in here, not there, is you can take copper ingots and tin ingots and throw them in there, and it'll make us bronze. So let's go ahead and make 10 of each. It does consume 1 charcoal or coal per craft, so we will be down to 11 charcoal after this. But it will consume 1 copper, 1 tin to make 2 bronze. Alright, so while that's going, we'll let that go. Check on these metals here. What else do we have? Here's our hides. We'll be needing those later. I do have the sugarcane planted over in our little mini garden / cheater water pool. So we'll get to that. You'll see as here it actually releases smoke. Pretty nifty. If you pop a hole on top and put a chimney on there, it'll actually puff out the chimney. It's pretty neat. Otherwise, you can see here it actually kind of hits the wall and slides across, which is pretty neat. I mean, not like amazing, but you know, it's neat. Alright, so we have, oh, that's right, I didn't want to burn all those on the, okay. I did kill some chickens and stuff. We actually ate all the steak that I'd found, but we're going to make the raw chicken here too. As soon as it's done cooking, we're going to throw the chicken in here. And then we're going to make the bronze anvil. Alright, so we'll throw that in there. Alright, so next we're going to make the bronze anvil. Then you want to take your bronze and form a 2x2 pattern, and then add a bronze here and here. And that should form you your bronze anvil. So now we're going to take the anvil and go throw it over here. Open up the grid, and you'll see here that it actually opens it up for you a 4x5 grid for larger crafting, which is pretty neat. When we get started getting into the crafting, it'll be pretty fun. You guys will enjoy it. Grab the rest of that bronze here. So you can see now we have all that bronze smelted up, which is cool. Now we have this bronze anvil. Alright, so that's cool. Next thing we're going to need is a forge. So we're going to go ahead and have to smelt up 4 stone and use 4 coal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Apparently I can't count. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, in my videos, not only do you learn Minecraft, but you also learn Spanish counting. How cool is that? Alright, back to the action. Alright. So, we're waiting for the 4 stone to cook. We'll need 4 stone and 4 coal, and that'll help us make our forge. Oh, wow. Pretty exciting stuff. Ooh, a cinnamon sugar bagel. How are you? Oh, what the? We don't want to be in cheat mode. We don't want that. We are not cheaters. Now everyone thinks that I gave myself cinnamon sugar donuts, which is not true. Oh, you can make donuts, ground cinnamon. Oh, there's so much cool stuff in this pack, guys. I mean, there's so much things that I haven't even explored yet, and I've been playing this pack for a good amount of time. Anywho, so we'll take our 4 stone, place it like so, and 4 coal, place it like so, to make a forge. Neato. Put that forge down there. Now you'll see that we have our 3 basic things that we'll need for the forge reload, or for my fantasy, right here. That's all we should need: the forge, anvil, and the bloom. Next, I want to show you. You guys remember that pattern, right, of the planks, right? That intermediate plank pattern I said that they had? This one right here? Well, now we're finally going to use it. So I recombined those sticks, because you can use the planks to make sticks, but you can also take the sticks and re-put them into planks. So I did go ahead and do that. And we're going to take this bronze ingot here, and we're going to place it here. And this will make us a bronze hammer. Now this we're going to need to pound on the anvil when we're actually going to start crafting things upon the anvil to be able to actually craft them. You actually manually laborally strike it. It's actually pretty neat. So yeah, that's how you do that. So we're going to go ahead and make that. And then next I want to make the cutting knife that we're going to need. So we're going to go ahead and take a piece of coal, throw it into the forge here. The forge is the item that you use to actually heat up all your ingots into the hot version of that ingot. Now for bronze ingots, we don't have to worry about too much about the heat level. All we have to do is just throw them in, and it will just cook up the bronze into hot bronze, which we will then use to forge on the anvil into items. So while those are cooking, I'm going to go over here and grab some more sticks. I'm going to re-merge these sticks up here into another plank, because we need one of those. Alright, I'm going to take out these hot bronze here. And next I'm going to show you guys the anvil, how to actually use it. So this pattern right here is the bronze knife. If we look at the bronze knife right here, you'll see that it takes a hammer. You need 2 hot bronze and a plank, and it should form a bronze knife. Now, the way to do this is you want to take the hot bronze out of there, take your hammer, and left click the anvil. And you can see here, all of a sudden the progress bar has started. We'll go ahead and hit it again. And again. And again. And you can see here the progress bar, as you hit and strike the anvil with the hammer, the progress bar continues on. And there's our bronze knife. How cool is that, huh? That is pretty nice. That is pretty nifty. Alright, so we went ahead and did that. Now we have our bronze knife. We'll need this to make leather. Alright, so we have the hot bronze, we have the knife. Next we need to make our tanning rack. This is how we'll make our leather. Gonna go ahead and do this. Make more planks. Try to make this at the same time. So we need 3 like that, 3 planks, normal planks like that, and then 5 planks in a circular motion on the top edge of the crafting bench, and we should make a tanning rack. So we'll go ahead and take that tanning rack out. We'll go put that on the ground, and there's our tanning rack. Alright, so that's pretty much that. We have all of our materials ready to go to start actually making what we need. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go outside, despite my efforts to walk through a door, because apparently I'm herp derp. We're going to go over and we're going to go grab some of that sugarcane. Hopefully a piece of it's grown. If not, we'll just have to use what we have. Alright, 2 pieces have grown, so that's good. Let's go ahead and take one there, take one there, and let's grab that one too. Why not? Alright, so that'll give us the 3 sugarcane that we'll need. So we're going to go over here. We'll run back in the house and turn this into paper. Now, having paper is the first step. If you, however you want to acquire your paper, you need paper. So we'll need a few paper. We're going to go in the house and make some paper. There we go. And we're going to need those hides. There we go. We'll need 3 hides. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go over to the water. The spring water should function and does, or not should, it does function as water in the sense of how this mechanic works. So you're going to take your paper, and you want to go stand in the cheater water or the natural water and right click. And you can hear it dunks. And as you're doing that, it's actually turning paper into salt. So now we have acquired salt. And we want to use that salt with these hides here to turn them into a hide ball. So you can see here we're processing the hides into hide balls. Now we want to take these hide balls and attempt to dunk them into the water. Sometimes it takes a few clicks. It's a random proc chance, so there we go. And as we dip them in, we get cured hides. All right, so this is the exact process to make leather. Okay, it's really just yeah, just yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and just yeah. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take this leather or these cured hides. We're gonna hang them up on the tanning rack, and then we want to take our bronze knife and click on the tanning rack a bit until it decides to turn into leather. Come on. You are being... There we go. That was being quite a pain in the buttocks. Alright, so there we go. There's our first... And as you chop up in each one of these guys, every cured hide that you chop in, you actually get 3 leather from. So, alright, that one was quicker. That's good. String this one up. Chop up the next one, and there we go. There is 9 leather. How awesome. Alright, so now we want to look up the bronze. This bronze pick, this is the item you need to mine. Oh, bronze scythe. What is this? Oh, that's the... Yeah, we'll save that for another episode. That'd be fun. Alright, so then we need this bronze pick here. So you see this bronze pick? This is what we need to make to be able to bust iron for the first time. So we'll go ahead and look at the pattern. We need 2 planks, 3 leather, and 3 hot bronze. Well, we just so happen to have all these materials right on us. So go ahead and install these items into the anvil. Now we're going to take our lovely bronze hammer. Yep, you guessed it, bronze hammer. And start pounding away on the anvil. I found this, like, the slower you click, you can click really rapidly, but as you see here, it doesn't make as much progress. So I found a decent pace of hammering tends to work better. Maybe this is just my superstition, but that doesn't seem to be doing very much. I see it seems to be like the slower paced click you do, like a decent paced click like this, seems to work better. Like I said, it might be my hysteria, but it does seem to work better and more efficient. So we're going to go ahead and keep pounding away. Done, 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 done. And you see how you hear that? So as it starts making that funky sound, if you guys don't want to keep periodically checking, as soon as it starts making that funky sound, that's when you know the item's done, because the hammer is just kind of reverbing off the anvil at that point. So yeah, that's how you do that. Let's go ahead and throw these away. And by away, I mean into the chest, not in the garbage. So yeah, that is the annoying and painful process to make your pick, just so you can start mining iron. Because in this pack, iron is actually your lower to mid-level tier, versus just say, hey, it's 5 minutes in, I have a stone pick, let's go get some iron. So it's pretty neat, but also quite frustrating. But it is a pretty neat concept, I have to say. But so yeah, that's how you make iron. And actually, sometimes you can take a lot longer to make it. It really honestly depends how fast you can set up, if you can get a good food supply, and how fast you can actually, well, basically how fast your food supply comes in determines your early game, and then your early mid game determines how fast you can find some cows and sugarcane. Because sometimes you'll have to venture out pretty far to be able to find cows and sugarcane, depending. And the ability to venture out in this pack is very, 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 very minimalized, because to venture out in this pack is extremely, extremely dangerous. Because obviously, without food, and you're jumping up hills, jumping down hills, and swimming through water, and all that fun jazz, you can kill yourself very, very easily. So, generally in this pack I found, you're very limited to your starting location. Generally, you have to start almost about where you spawn. Generally, is probably the best idea for this pack. So the spawning in is generally very... your gameplay for the first, 4, 5, 6 hours is very heavily dependent on how well your starting spawn area actually is. Yeah, of course I would fall in. Why wouldn't I? Let's go ahead and hop up here. So basically we're going to go mine some iron, and then I'll show you guys how to actually process this iron into actual iron ore. Because guess what? Even when you get the iron, it doesn't come into iron. It comes in as wrought iron. Alright. I know this pack is designed for guys like me who enjoy the challenge, enjoy a little bit more in their Minecraft. And let's just say I enjoy a little bit of minding my... I was trying to think of a good Folgers reference. I failed. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and put that like that. I'll start that as a mine. Generally, another tip, too, is once you get your first bronze pick, you want to be really careful with it. You don't want to use anything but stone picks right away until you have a good iron supply going. So I still carry my stone picks with me for mining, and I carry the bronze pick with me for mining everything else. That stone pick actually can't until I get a nice supply going. So there we go. Make sure there's no X's. Of course there's an X, so I don't want that cinnabar garbage. Um, there's more iron. And remember, guys, I have connected destruction. That's why you're seeing these massive craters forming when I break the block once. I am still looking into getting the balanced version going. I promise, guys. I am not a cheater. I am a balanced Minecraft player for the most part. So there's no more X's, right? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna keep going on, and we do need to head back upstairs because we are running out of time for our episode, as we are already 15 minutes in. So I'm going to have to probably cut the rest of this mining trip short. As you guys, obviously, I'm sure you guys by now know how to mine yourselves, so you probably don't need to be taught that. I just kind of wanted to scrape up this iron, so we had at least a decent amount of iron to show you guys the neat little tricks of mining. Iron, excuse me. Here we go. Let's torch that. We can keep going on that tunnel later. I'll probably do that off camera here. Alright, so we're gonna head back. Probably shouldn't sprint because that burns lots of food. Not that it matters because we found cheated water. That's so hard to find now. Yeah, they pretty much removed cheated water from the game more or less, except for the fact like the biome itself is gone, so you can't find a hot spring biome anymore. Oh, we spawn in. Oh, look at 5 blocks behind us. Cheated water. And here we go. So we're gonna head up. I'm gonna show you guys iron processing. It's not too difficult, but it is kind of a pain in the butt, so we're going to go ahead and open up the bloom. We'll take our iron ore, and we're going to go through, we'll just throw 10 in there for now. Nothing too special. Actually, 11 to burn up the rest of that coal. Alright, so you can see here that the bloom is starting to process, and it's going to process this iron into wrought iron, which is basically impure iron, essentially. So it's going to make us a bunch of wrought iron, and that's great. That's cool. We're going to go ahead and use that wrought iron we have to make another anvil. So if we look up anvil, we need to make the not anvil, actually we need to make the other bloom. So if we actually look up bloom and look up bronze bloom, we actually need the bronze bloom to make itchy head. We need to make bronze bloom to actually use that. We need the bronze bloom to process wrought iron into iron. So we're going to go ahead and make one of those. We will need 12. I think we need 12 more bronze made up because we have 8 remaining, so we need 12 more. So it's 6 and 6. So we need to use 6 and 6 in the bloom to make 12 more hot bronze. I don't know if that makes sense. So then we have a total of 20 hot bronze. 20 bronze. Because we need 11 hot bronze and 9 normal bronze, and then our bloom we currently have on the ground. And then we'll turn that into a bloom. And then we'll be 4, 5, 6, I think. Alright, so we need to make 3 of these bronze into hot bronze, and the rest of them will just get turned into a block. Alright, so that. Move to here, throw one of those in there. Get that started. Now there's actually a not neat little trick, but there is something we still need to teach you, so hopefully we'll have enough time to actually get this done. We should have enough time, I'm hoping. If not, we'll run over a few minutes just because I want to make sure you guys actually get to see these cool patterns. So we're going to go ahead and go like this, and then we'll put the bloom in here and then the block once we get it. Alright, so that's 7, and this is the last one. So we'll be able to take our hammer, and you know what, I'm going to actually go over and make a stone hammer because it'll work faster, or the wrought iron hammer. Here we go, just a normal hammer because it'll go a lot faster. So, there we go. Go over here, we'll craft the block of bronze. Go ahead and throw that into the pattern. Break up this like so, and this now we'll be able to whack it away. This stone hammer lasts longer and also does faster crafting. So basically once we get this made, bang, 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 bang. Alright, so once we get this made, we'll be able to turn that wrought iron into normal iron. We do want to keep some of that wrought iron though, so I can show you guys how to make the special way. You need to heat up wrought iron in the forge to actually make the hot wrought iron, because you'll need that for other things. But it is kind of a pain to do because you need to make another item. Because the hot metal, uh, the hot wrought iron is harder to make because you actually have to keep the forge at a certain temperature. Otherwise, if it goes too hot, you'll actually burn the metal and destroy it. Otherwise, if it's too cold, you won't be able to cook the metal thoroughly, and it'll fail as well. Alright, we're almost done here. There we go. Alright. 10 years later, guys. Alright, so we're going to throw the bronze bloom down on the ground, and we're going to take that wrought iron, so just take 5 wrought iron and throw it in with 5 coal. And throw up the coal here. Basically, you need a coal to heat up heat it up. And then you need coal to heat up the actual bloom. And then you need 1 coal per wrought iron to make iron ingots, and this coal down here will cook 2 wrought iron. So if you're going to cook 10 wrought iron, you'll need 15 coal, 10 for 10, and then the 5 to heat up the actual bloom. Alright, so that's that. We're going to quickly show you how to make hot wrought iron, and then we'll call it a day, guys. I want to do normal wood just because I know it'll work. Alright, so we're going to quickly do this. We're going to turn this 4 wood here. We'll need 2 pieces of leather. Do I have extra leather? Where's my leather? Oh, where are you? There it is. Alright, so we're going to need this plank. We're making a bellows. That's what we're making. Okay, guys? We're making a bellows. So we'll need a stick there, 2 leather there, and then 4 planks. Boom. Bellows. That's how you craft yourself a bellows. This is what you attach to the forge to be able to apply more heat. So we're going to go ahead and throw a piece of coal in there and the 5 wrought iron that we made. And you can see here there's a line here. There's 2 blue lines. You need to keep the white line between the 2 blue lines. And you can see here as it cools, it slows and it drops the bar. We need to keep it between the 2 blue arrows. So we're going to just keep keeping it hot there and make sure it cooks in. And that should keep us all the way to the end. And that's how you make hot iron, guys. So that's how you make your blooms, your forges, your anvils, your bellows, bronze, hot iron, wrought iron, normal iron, your starting pick, all the little, this is like the whole little subsection of everything that you need to know about Mine Fantasy for your early to mid game. There's a few other things I'll need to teach you, but that will have to wait till the next episode. Until then, guys, you guys are awesome. If you like what you see, click that pretty little sub button. And until the next episode, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, learned a little something. You guys take her easy. Bloop. Giggity.